Hey guys, Maiku here. So today I want to talk to you guys about the city of Toronto. And I've basically done everything that the city and the surrounding area has to offer. I don't want to do them again because I have a big Race to 100 Countries series coming up and we need to save the money. So instead, I'm going to tell you what's worth your time in the city of Toronto in under 2 minutes. Or I'll try. Okay, let's get started. Okay, starting off with number one, the CN Tower. It's 147 floors. It is the tallest building here. Yet it doesn't have the best view in the city because the tallest building never has the best view in any city. There are some unique things you can try at the CN Tower. You have the glass floor where you can look down straight below 147 floors. It's kind of spooky actually. Number two, you have the 360 restaurant, which is a restaurant that kind of revolves 360 degrees. It's really cool because you can book at the 360 restaurant and then you have free access to the rest of the CN Tower. And you have the Edge Walk where you get to go be like Drake, sit on the outside of the building, the tallest building here in Canada, and it's a good time. So number two, right below the CN Tower, you have the aquarium. Now, I'm in the camp where if you've seen one aquarium, you've kind of seen them all. It's all kind of like a zoo, but you can check out sharks, you can check out turtles. There's definitely an amazing jellyfish exhibit. I would not miss that. But if you're into aquariums, there you go. Okay, so number three, restaurants. If you can think of it, you can probably find it here really easily. The people that are making these dishes are trying to recreate the magic that they had at home here with the ingredients that they have here in Canada. And there's a couple of restaurants I would quickly mention. You can go get Vietnam pho from Pho Tien. And if you want to eat like super authentic Chinese food, well, you can definitely find that here. In fact, the less English that they know, it's probably more authentic as you go. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's available here. Number four, museum and art galleries. Now, if you are an adult and you want to have a little bit of fun, they actually throw parties like Friday nights at the ROM, which is like they have like DJs on every floor of the museum. You can go dance with the dinosaurs, or you have the art gallery, which also has a very similar kind of format in terms of entertainment, or you can also just do the regular art gallery and museum thing, which is totally fine too. Number five, winning culture. We expect to win. We expect our sports teams to win in this city. And, if we're talking about the Toronto Blue Jays, the Raptors, the Maple Leafs, or even Toronto FC, there is always so much atmosphere that you can go to into a soccer. So if you're outside of North America and you want to see some North American teams play, I highly recommend checking it out because it is tons of fun. Go with friends. If you don't know sport, go with friends, obviously. And, just have a brew and have fun. Okay, number six, let's talk about the best views of the city. These are places where you're just gonna get magnificent views. You can have a picnic, you can just have fun throughout the day. Toronto Islands, you have to take a ferry across, or you can rent a boat. Renting a boat is tons of fun. You can sail it around the lake. It's super, super nice. It is just like one very, very huge park. You can ride your bike in the park, or you can rent a bike at the park. And there's also a nude beach, which is really cool because that's where everybody parks their boats. And it's like generally lots of fun. People are just having a fun atmosphere every time I go there. Okay, so from here on in, we're talking about the big boys. These are the reasons why people go to Toronto. So let's get started. Number seven, Niagara Falls. Now, there are three things I cannot highly recommend that you do while you're at Niagara Falls. Number one, journey behind the falls. It's so that you can get up close and personal with the Niagara Falls itself. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot highly recommend it. Number two, the boats that go into the waterfall. We're talking the hornblowers or the Made of Mist, depending on which side of the border they're on. It's your classic like waterfall experience. You get the spray all over your body, have water touch you everywhere, just like a shower, but more gross. And it's super touristy. But number three, this is my favorite thing to do in Niagara Falls. I cannot highly recommend, this is the number one thing you should be doing, helicopter. Do a helicopter tour above the falls. You're never gonna see it any other way. I've been on Niagara helicopters twice in the summer and the winter, and it's always been a blast. So if it's your one and only chance to be in Niagara Falls, I highly recommend doing that. Number eight, this is something you can do while you're going to Niagara Falls or while you're coming back to Toronto from Niagara Falls. It's called the City of Waterfalls. This is a city called Hamilton. It is the home of Tim Hortons, and it's also a city with over 100 waterfalls. My personal favorite, if you want to go up close and personal and like touch things and stuff, check out Tiffany Falls. Summer or winter, you can also climb these falls if you want with the ice tools and stuff, or Sherman Falls, which is also a spectacular waterfall to check out. Now, alternatively, if wine is your kind of thing, there's a whole bunch of wineries in the area. I highly recommend Jackson Triggs. This is like my winery of choice that I love to drink from in Ontario. And they also serve this thing called ice wine in Ontario. It's like, I'll even read it from the bottle. It is naturally frozen grapes which were pressed from an average temperature of -10 degrees, thus enhancing the varietal sweetness and concentrated aromatic flavors. It's generally a dessert wine. It comes in smaller bottles, but it is really, really, really good. Number 9, the far north. We're talking Muskoka and Algonquin Park and just doing like nature stuff while you're here in Canada. Muskoka is cottage country, which means that typically cottages are like these houses that are usually beside a lake, which lets you do like a lot of lake stuff. And you usually have a boat, a canoe, a kayak, and you like go out and fishing or just go out with a family in a powerboat and just have fun on a lake. People here in Toronto love going to the cottage, and it's just something that you should definitely try out if you have the time and the money to go out of the city and do. Now, the biggest park in Ontario is called Algonquin Park. It's a 3-hour drive away, and it's actually not my favorite. If I could make a recommendation, I'd highly recommend going to Bruce Peninsula National Park instead. It's a 4-hour drive away, but it is the most beautiful park I've ever been to in Ontario. And on top of that, it's also right beside the ferry that goes to Manitoulin Island, which also has a dark sky preservation area. All right, so that's what you need to know about Toronto before you get here. Good luck, go have fun. It is an amazing city to check out. Otherwise, this video is probably not under 2 minutes. That section probably not under 2 minutes. I'm sorry about that. We'll try again harder next time. But in other vlogging news, the tickets are booked. We're going to the West Coast in Vancouver very, very soon. And the tickets are also booked for the next country. Very excited to show you guys what's going to be happening very, very soon. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.